Hi, it's Maria from the Tarot Shop here, and this is a quick tutorial on how to do a reading. Now, it's not how to do the cards. I'm assuming that at this point you know what each of the cards mean, and you will literally test yourself constantly to make sure that you know what each of the keywords is for each of the cards, and you should feel comfortable with them by now. So let's say that you're going to do a reading, and I want to show you in literal terms what I look for and what it is that I do when I'm doing a reading. So I will very often just do a general reading to start with, and then I might dive into it a bit closer if there's an issue or an area that we kind of need to dip into the nitty-gritty for it. Okay, so I shuffled a lot, and I will always do the Celtic cross because that's my reason, my raison d'etre. Okay, so I don't put a significator, I never do, but you can if you want to. You can choose a male or female court card. Okay, so the first thing I do is turn them all over, and you will always say, okay, I will read the cards. Let me just read the cards. I'll see what my cards can say. Sometimes I'll just say, if I need a minute, it doesn't happen much now, but it certainly would have done initially, then I would have said, I'm just going to, just give me a moment, please. I'm just going to see what the cards have got to say. And that slows it all down. It's not a marathon. It's not a race, rather. I don't know what it is really, but it's not a fast. You don't have to do it quickly. I can't think what the word is. Okay, so I would look slowly at each and every card and look for common themes. The first thing I'm looking for, this is a 6-month reading. And the first thing I'm looking for is major arcanas, because this signifies that this is major stuff going on here. Now you can see there's 1 major arcana, 2 major arcana, 3 major arcanas. Now 3 major arcanas in a 10 card spread is quite a bit actually. So you're going, right, okay, this is something significant here. I briefly glance at them and I go, well, this is about intuition and connection. This is about taking control and charge. And this is about seeing things from a different point of view. So I already know that this person historically had the connection, needs to take the driving seat, and would love to see things from a different point of view. So because of the positions that they're in, it's past, future, and this is hopes and fears. So I'll look at the position, look at there's now, look, and I'll go, oh, we've got money, 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 money. We've got opportunity. So this is somebody who's looking for a financial reading. So there's a lot of money stuff going on here. If it was wands, it would be about work. If it was all cups, it would be about love. And if it's all swords, they need a hug, because swords are in the mind. So they're going through a mentally transformative time. So it's about something that they're very preoccupied with their thoughts. And you can see that that can be quite tricky for them. Right, so then I start to look at it. I go, right, okay, we've got past, present, future. Now this, the Celtic, this is about, then I would go, I know there's a financial situation here. I've seen that there's something major going on about a shift, just taking charge and seeing things from a different point of view. I know that. I know there's a lot of money situation going on here. And in the environment, I then read these 2 cards. I go, right, okay, in the environment, we've got a new job opportunity. And we've also got what's going on at the moment is they're holding on to their finances. You can see they're sitting on their money. So they're feeling financially vulnerable and looking for new opportunities. That's what's going on right now. The obstacle is that they have bills to pay. They don't have this generosity. So generosity as an obstacle means that literally they are, you know, it's an obstacle. They don't have enough to go around. So they're very concerned about it. And historically, so 6 months past, they were very in touch. They were very in the flow of life. And actually, look at this. Recently, they had a windfall. So recently, they were secure. So it suggests that there's some change here, you can see, because they're worrying about it, looking at new opportunities. And yet there was plenty in the past. Now, this is old money. This is from an establishment situation. So this would be, okay, this is probably an employer, or they were given it by wealth, but you just talk it through with a client and they'll know what that is. And then in the here and now, we've got a court card. Now with court cards, I'll do a separate reading on court cards, but I read court cards here because you can always say, oh, it can be somebody around you, or it can be an aspect of yourself. I mean, really, what does that mean? For me, this person is sitting here worried about money and opportunities and going, right, okay, I don't know what to do. I just want some confirmation that it's all going to be okay. Right, okay, well, they are going to be taking care of themselves. This is about cups, it's feelings, and the queen, she nurtures. So you say you need to take care of yourself at the moment. You know, this is going to be an opportunity where you can start. It's a very loving energy, you know. So this is about you taking some time. That certainly, don't expect anything to happen immediately, because this is about you taking care of yourself right now, okay? This is about you just literally living in the here and now and taking care of yourself. There's some self-care. And then in 3 months' time, that changes, because now you're going to take charge. You see, you've got the Chariot, so they're just going to do it. They've had this period of loving self and taking care of self and everything like that because of all this worry and this new opportunity. It suggests that they've possibly had something happen at work. Maybe they've been made redundant, you see. And then they're going to just get on with it. So there's going to be fast, aggressive, aggressive is the wrong word, controlled forward movement with the cat Chariot. So that's what happens in the future. Now look, this is how they see themselves, is that they are always balancing finances. I would suggest that this person that's had this reading looks very much like they've been made redundant, don't you think so? And then what they want to do is they need to see things from a different point of view, possibly because they've been quite stuck in this job, and that's been their past, and they were happy at it, and now they're not. They don't know what's going on. But look at that wonderful final outcome card. You've got the final outcome is the Ace of Swords. So they're going to see things from a different point of view. There's clarity coming over the next 6 months for them. There's something coming in here that's going to move them forward very quickly, and it's very, I'm trying to think of the word that says the Chariot is very about, the energy of the whole thing is about, it's controlled, it's very dominant, and it's very assertive. So there's going to be movement forward, and they mustn't worry because it's there in the future. But at the moment, this is all about them taking care of themselves. So that's how I do a reading. I look for common themes. I look at the positions, and I'll go, right, okay, that's in the environment now. So I know these two are tied together. I can see what's coming in the future, what they worried about. They're worried about money. So it really gives me a good insight from just this little old spread. And then I will, and that's my thought process. That's exactly how I work through a spread without talking. I do talk. I'll say, well, it looks like, you know, this, that, and everything else. And are you worried about this? And so I kind of just talk them through it, really. And that's it. I hope that you found that helpful. So that's how to do a tarot reading, real time. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. What I do actually before I do a spread is I will sit and connect. I will sit and connect with Spirit and ask them if there's anything in particular. And one of the things I've always found really super helpful is a crystal that you get very attached to. The minute you hold the crystal, you know it's time to read. And then get a piece of paper and write whatever comes. Don't second guess it. So guessed it, don't second guess it. If you get the sensation that this person's coming to talk about money, then just write money, and then you'll know the validation. That is an amazingly helpful exercise, actually, because it helps you realise that it's not you. You need to step out of the way, let the cards and Spirit do the work, and you will have a very successful reading. I hope that that has helped, and thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.